Peace, family. Nature. Geyser. Shout out to Spiritual Soul. Shout out to the God. Nigga be dropping mad gems. Peace, baby. Yeah, man, I'm out here gathering some chi right now. Figured I'd kick this shit to y'all. In the studio. Common sense. That shit ain't that common, man. Like, I was talking to one of my coworkers about this. Also, I've been thinking about going live on this too, but I'm like, yo, I gotta fucking drop a video on this thing. I feel like I ain't dropped a video in a minute. So, I just found this little walkway right here. Common sense. Calm man's senses. Let's talk about it. The senses that everybody deems so common. Who are you to tell me what's common to me? You get what I'm saying? Like, how is something gonna be quote unquote common if I never even heard of that shit? How's it gonna be common if it's not even in my vicinity, continent, hemisphere, right? So I got an example to go with this, right? So I used to play soccer for y'all that didn't know. One of my best friends, they was doing really well for themselves, right? So, I'm always at his crib, whoop-de-whoop. I'm the star, I'm that nigga. So, yeah. So, fast forward, this is my best friend, whoop-de-whoop. So, he be, hey, you want to try this? Would you like to, see what this is? Was giving me watches and shit. And so, I'll never forget this. He was like, hey, do you want this watch? And I was like, I was just like, which one is it? And he was like, this one, it's a Rolex. It doesn't work though. It's a dead, my dad said, but you can have it. And I was like, nah, no thank you. I don't want it because the battery's broken. What? Hold on. Let me just rewind on that. Kid gets offered a Rolex. He says he doesn't want the Rolex because the battery is dead. Now, common sense would have been to take the watch because that watch is 5 figures, right? But, at the time, my boy was German, you feel me? White, a derivative. And it's like, I'm black, so I don't know if you know, but this shit is systemically designed for us not to have any common sense and or to calm man's senses. And that even goes into the food that we eat, the programming that we get, the visions that we are told to the optics. You know what I mean? And like when you really start to get into it, you'll figure out why they call the eyes the windows to the soul. Because you actually don't see with your eyes, but past that film, right? Everything is getting calculated back there. Now medulla oblongata. You feel me? So essentially looking past someone's optics, like their soul is right there. So essentially your eyes, your skull is housing the spirit. Like the Vitruvian Man, if y'all ever seen Men in Black, think it was Men in Black 2. I've seen all of them. The newest one, I think they have Chris Hemsworth and the cute girl, the Valkyrie. Yeah. But back to the point. All this shit is like literally our body is processing everything. It's like right now, this is why they say it's important to sun gaze. Because essentially what's happening is I'm getting the vitamin D straight to the pineal gland. You feel me? Like straight there. So all that, it might, like it could do some quote unquote damage to the quote unquote film, but just like anything, your body will adjust the more you do it, like a muscle. You feel me? Yeah, so And on Men in Black 2, they always giving us the shit in the movies, yo. Every time. Never fails. So it was a human operating, but then when you like press the button on the side of his head, his face opened up. And inside of the face, inside of the head, was a little green alien, a whole little man. A whole little man inside of the body. A whole entity inside of this vessel. This ain't nothing but Avatar. Y'all seen the movie Avatar, right? All they doing was transferring consciousnesses. If you seen Get Out, they're transferring consciousnesses. Like they're calming man's senses, and we not even a man, but we just gonna stick with that for the humans. The humans. Hue is a color. You feel me? Hue, man, like everything got a reason, baby. Everything a reason. Calm man senses. Common sense. So at the time I'm playing soccer, I played soccer from ages of 8 until 15. So me, I was just a little nigga out the hood, you feel me? I'm over here drinking beer, smoking weed and shit, you know, way underage. And so to go to that, so nigga ain't got no senses. Nigga ain't got no common sense. Nigga don't know no financial literacy. Nigga don't know shit but the sins of the father. Epigenetics, trauma. You know what I mean? Because that's all my parents knew. That's all their parents knew. And it's like, hey, watch out. These fairies is out right now. The dragonflies and the butterflies. Speaking now, since I got y'all on this video, let me go ahead and show y'all this shit, bro. I've been trying to make a short out of this shit, but it just ain't. Look at that right here. Like, this that big ass butterfly you be seeing that night that looks like a flying dragon. Yeah, somebody got him. Got him good, whole wing. Sent from heaven. But yeah, y'all, common sense. Cause I'm like, if everybody's supposed to have this shit, it sure the fuck don't seem like it. It ain't common, not one bit. They should have called this shit rare sense so people would strive to get it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Cause it's like, the shit that's common, the shit that's in overabundance has no value. So people have no reason to keep it, to seek it, to even try to utilize it. You dig? They go. Common sense. Because what's common to me is not common to y'all. Common to you. And what's common to you ain't common to me. So I'm guessing it's like, it's such a play on words. What senses they talking about? What senses are common amongst us? These senses, taste, touch, sight, hearing, smelling, those senses may be common, but this sense up here in that noodle, that shit ain't common, man. Fuck. Shit ain't common at all. I just bought a book, or it's actually, it's in the Shit Finna Get Cop by Michelle Alexander, the New Jim Crow Laws. It's a 21-hour audio book, yo. Just dates back everything. And that right there is an example. Just like learning the black history. Oh my gosh, look at that fucking hawk. That shit was fucking majestic. Yeah, so for all the gods watching this, you know, if you, or kings, black man, whatever the case, if you got carbon in your skin, then you need to start reading some more, man. Learning some more. Being a critical thinker. Being an independent thinker. Cause whole time, we the smartest, our capabilities are endless, right? But when we get here, we are literally force-fed everything that isn't our own beliefs. As a child, when we want to explore, our parents tend to block us and or hinder us because we are being a nuisance, we're disturbing the peace, maybe even going against their norm, you feel me? Like, so it's just like, Then we start get buck broken right then and there. And then then you get in preschool. And then you get in these programming centers, man. Cause these niggas teach us whitewash history, calm man senses. We the man I'm talking about. They whitewash history, teach us shit that holds no value, don't teach us anything spiritual at all. And the whole time they know everything is fucking spiritual. But yet, in these programming centers, we ain't privy. And it's like, even if, yeah, they kids might be going to the same shit, but they still privy though. We going to this shit and niggas ain't privy at all. Calm man senses. Common sense. See how I did that? Like human. The etymology. We be talking in spells whole time and niggas don't even realize it. That's why you gotta speak with empowerment, speak with light to brighten man's senses. You feel me? We gotta unite these senses that ain't common so that the people around you will have common sense. A quote I love to use that veggie backs on that: the high tide raises all ships. So with my common sense rising, if you in my vicinity, then yours gonna rise too. But yeah, man, do what you gotta do to keep your common sense expanding. You feel me? Learn more. Like grounding out here, these are all type of negative ions being released from the body, all type of light codes I'm receiving from gazing in the sun, the pineal gland. Like, this is new info. I'm expanding my senses. But yeah, man, common sense ain't that common. It's unfortunately it was designed that way to calm man's senses, to keep us out the loop. Never stop loving yourself, never stop tapping in. If you want more, you gotta do more. Knowledge isn't enough, you gotta do something, man. Love.